fridge, which makes it easy to have an entire topping bar ready with each family member's favorites.
The great thing about a convection oven is it heats evenly, so I'm able to use multiple racks at the same time. So these pizzas are going to cook for about 8 minutes, and I'm going to keep checking them for golden brown crust.
Hey, Hong, that was interesting.
Yes,
It is
very
important.
interesting.
Yeah, it is important that children should know how to cook. That's an interesting question. Other than that, let me ask you: have you ever eaten pizza?
Yes, sometimes I go out and eat this kind of food with my friends.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know if it's very healthy, but it does taste good. Um,
Yes.
what do you think about children knowing how to cook? I knew how to cook when I was a kid, but not many kids know how to cook. What do you think of that question?
In my opinion, it is really important that children should know how to cook because there are many reasons. The first reason is I think children will know what food is good or bad for their health because their mother will show we show them some information while cooking so they can know the information about the food, the good food or the bad. And the
Yeah, that's
second
true.
reason I think children can learn to cook and they can it help them to live independently because sometimes their parents are too busy to prepare food or to cook the food for them so they can cook the food themselves. And I think uh, the moment children can cook the food themselves is really great because they can cook the food for themselves and can cook some easy food for the whole family. For example, the egg or the pork, so on. And I think cooking helps children learn how to share the chores uh, with the other members in the family, especially their mom, because their mom has to cook all the time, and they will know their responsibilities while they are a member in the family. And also, cooking will help children learn how to tidy up their own mess after cooking. This is very important because they can build the good habit for the children in the future.
Yeah,
And maybe in the future they maybe become a master chef. And I think this is a good job in the future.
yeah. What do you think about when they say brings the family together? Think that's a pretty important thing, families eating together.
Yes, it's really important. When they cook together, they can talk with each other and they can share information about the school work or the daily life or the news on TV. And of course, they can create a cozy atmosphere among the members in the family.
Yeah, good.
I think it's
Um,
a chance for member to together.
I agree. I definitely agree. It brings everybody together. We always joke about it at home. We say the kitchen is the place where everybody always gathers. So you have a
Yeah.
living room. Everybody always ends up in the kitchen. Good job. What do you do for work, Huang? Just curious. What is
Can you
what is your
repeat,
job?
please?
Sure. I was just wondering, what is your job?
My job.
Yeah. What do you do for work?
I am a teacher of English at a secondary school in Ho Chi Minh City.
I was wondering why you speak very well. So you teach English to children, Vietnamese children, or adults?
I teach English for teenager in Vietnamese children.
Good. 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 Do you like it?
Yes, it's a difficult job, but I think I really like it because it brings me happiness and the feeling that we can share the information to other is I think it's really great.
And why do you take lessons here? Is it just to get better at conversation? Since you teach it, you must know a lot. Just take lessons.
Uh, Honestly, I think my speaking and listening skill are terrible, really terrible. Yes, when foreigners like you speak too fast, I can't catch the information and I can't hear. So I want to improve my skill to develop and to use you in my work or my job.
Awesome. Good for you. Let's move on and let's start doing a little bit of that now. Let's do the vocabulary. So what I'm going to do, Huang, is I'm going to pronounce the words and then have you repeat them back to me. And then after
Yes.
you repeat all the words, I'll have you define each word and then make a sentence. So let me
Yes.
begin. Second. Cuisine. Culinary. Choir. Takeaway. Nutritious. Savor. Can you say those back to me?
Uh, Cuisine, culinary, acquire, takeaway, nutritious, savor.
Good job. Awesome. Okay, so now let me say you can just pick one word at a time. Just define it and then make a sentence with it. Okay, and
Yes.
the example down here is good. How long will it take to acquire the necessary skills? Let's hear. You want to start at number one? Just want to start at one?
Cuisine, it means a style of cooking.
Yeah, cuisine. Everybody takes, let's say, a style of cooking with certain cuisine, Italian cuisine, Greek, things like that. And can you make a sentence?
Uh, mm, my mom is a good cook and she has a special cuisine.
Sure, sure. A special cuisine that she uses or something like that. Good job. How about number two?
Culinary. I am not sure about the meaning of this word, and I don't know the exactly meaning of this word and take away. So in the last lesson, I get angry with the teacher. I asked him to show more about the meaning of these two words, but he talked a lot, and I asked him to try in the chat box, but he doesn't. He only talk, and I really get angry.
Why did
And
he
I
do
get-
that? That's not
What?
right. Yeah,
What?
you shouldn't do that. That's not fair. I'm
Yes,
surprised because
and
teachers are supposed to help you.
Okay, I think that, but he doesn't try. I asked him to try a sentence in the chat box, but he doesn't, and I really get angry.
That's not
And
right. I'm sorry.
I get out of the class earlier,
Oh,
and
that's
so
too bad.
I can tell you the meaning, and you can share me the information, and you can help me to understand more about these two words, number two
Sure.
and number four.
Sure. So culinary is like
Mm.
of a or relating to kitchen or cooking.
Take
So
uh,
yeah, you want to do culinary first? Culinary. So it refers to kitchen or cooking. So like for
mm,
instance, I have a friend who is a chef and he went to culinary school. So to learn how to cook. Okay? Does
uh,
that make
uh,
sense?
uh. So I can make a sentence.
Hmm?
If right or wrong, you can help me to correct.
Sure. Go ahead.
Mm. My sentence is I don't have a lot of culinary skills.
Perfect. That's awesome.
Uh,
That's exactly the right way to use the word. Because you don't, because you didn't go to culinary school. Okay? Excellent.
yes,
Yeah, good job. You want to talk about takeaway?
culinary school. Right.
Yeah,
Thank you,
good.
teacher.
Sure, anytime. I'm sorry the other teacher wouldn't help you. That's their job. I apologize for that. Now, takeaway is
Mm.
something some people call it instead of Europeans call it takeaway. Americans call it. Can you still hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Americans call it take out. We say take out.
I know the synonym.
Yeah,
Take out.
yeah, yeah. Take away is the same thing. It means to get your food and to leave. So you go to the restaurant and you order your food and then you leave.
Yes.
So you take it, yeah, you take it home. You take away. Does that
Uh,
make sense?
yes.
Okay.
And my sentence is I think pizza is a kind of takeaway food.
Yes, I think
I think
pizza is
pizza
a
is
kind of take away
a way
food.
food.
Yep, perfect. Just like that. I think
Right or
pizza
wrong,
is a
teacher?
kind of. What's that?
This my sentence is right or wrong?
Oh, perfect. I just wrote it in the chat box. I think pizza is a kind of takeaway food.
Okay, thank you,
Perfect.
teacher.
Yeah,
And
good job.
acquire. I think it mean to get something.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to acquire something. You want to get it.
Mm.
So you see the example.
And my sentence is I practice English every day, so I can acquire the advanced level in the future.
So I can acquire an advanced level of English in the future. Sure. Put English back in the sentence. Good job, Juan. Nice sentence. Huh? Good
Thank you,
work.
teacher. And
Sure.
nutritious.
Yes.
It means it is good for you or containing many of the substances needed for your health or for you.
Yeah. Sometimes you could say it contains the necessary nutrients.
Nutrients.
Nutrients is another, yeah, nutrients, nutritious. Good.
And my
Nourish.
sentence is you should have a nutritious diet to keep fit and stay healthy.
Yes, you should have a nutritious diet to keep fit and stay healthy. That's an excellent sentence.
Yes, thank you, teacher. And savor.
Sure. There you go.
I think the meaning is enjoy food slowly.
Yeah, you want to, it's almost like you want to save that moment. You want to enjoy it to the fullest. Your sentence.
My sentence is I like cooking and I often savor all the food I cook.
How about say savor, here, let me write it down. Savor the flavor of the food I cook. Okay? Good? Okay, Juan?
Yes. Okay, thank you, teacher. Savor the flavor of the food I cook. Thank you.
Let's go. Yeah, sure. Let's move on to the idioms today. These are fun. Someone's eyes are bigger than their stomach, or have no stomach for something. Pretty easy to understand. So someone's eyes are bigger than their stomach. That means it's used to say that somebody has been greedy by taking more food than they can eat. So like the first picture here, that would be somebody's eyes was bigger than their stomach. And then
Yes.
have no stomach for something means that you don't want to do or be brave about something. You can't handle it. So for instance, I have no stomach for another fight. Okay? That's a good sentence for that. Do you want to make a sentence with either one of the
Yes.
idioms? Sure.
The first idiom is when I am hungry, I often cook a lot of food because my eyes are often bigger than my stomach.
Sure. You say my eyes are often bigger than my stomach. You could say it that way, but you can also say it, my eyes are bigger than my stomach. You don't have to put often in there, but it's okay. You can put
Yes,
often.
thank you.
That's it. Sure.
Mm,
And how about
And
the next?
the second idiom is I have no stomach for discussing this problem now.
Yes, I have no stomach for discussing this problem now. Good sentence. Excellent use of the idioms, Juan. Good job. Let's move on now to the structure.
Yes.
Don't worry about a lot of the, this stuff here. I'll explain it to you real quickly. It's easy. Cooking at home is more romantic than going out to eat. Okay? So this is the
Yes.
longer adjective, more romantic. A shorter one would be barbecuing. Here's one. Barbecuing is tastier than
Tastier.
cooking in an oven.
Yes.
Okay? That makes sense. Do you want to make a couple sentences out of the pictures? Nutritious or cheap, whichever one you'd like. Do all of them if you want to.
Okay. Now my sentence is first one. Beef is more nutritious than pork.
Okay, sure. Beef is more nutritious than pork. Good.
And the second one, healthy. Drinking milk every day is healthier than drinking coffee.
Excellent. Yes, adding the ER. Very good. Yes. Healthier. Good. Good job.
And cheap. Cooking at home is cheaper than going out to eat.
Good. Cheaper. You understand. Very good. keep doing the rest.
Tasty. I am thinking. Mm, okay. Uh, Fast food is tastier than canned food.
Sure. Yeah, it's tastier and it's really bad, but yes, you're right. It's tasty. Tastier. Good job.
And enjoyable. Uh, my last holiday is more enjoyable than uh, this year.
More enjoyable. My last holiday was more enjoyable than this year. Sure,
Uh,
that's fine.
my uh, and
Last
affordable.
affordable.
Uh, Buying a small house is more affordable than buying a villa.
Buying more what? I'm sorry, more
More
buying more what?
affordable. More affordable.
Okay, but what was the first more? Buying more.
Buying a small house.
Ah, yes, a small house. Good. I didn't know what you
Uh,
said there. Good. Yeah, that makes sense. Is more affordable. Good. Okay. Let's check out the today's topic. I'll be one of the students. We'll have a quick conversation. So just think
yes.
about what we talked about, Hong. We had some really good vocabulary. We had some good a new structure to use. We have a couple of idioms. And just take a look at some of these words again. And let's just have a quick conversation. I'll go over the role. Student A, you think eating out is part of a busy modern lives. Besides, eating out is much more convenient and interesting. Okay, so just tell me what you think. Express your opinion. Student B, you like home-cooked meals. Sounds like me, so I'll be student B. And you are bothered by the fact that your spouse doesn't want to cook. Express your opinion. All right. So they're not really, it's just two people talking. So nobody in particular is playing a role here. So if you want to just start by telling me how much you think eating out is part of a busy modern life and it's more convenient, and just tell me why you think that. So express your opinion. Go ahead, Huang.
Uh, I think eating out is a part of our busy modern life. Besides, eating out is much more convenient and interesting. Nowadays, people have to go to work all the time, so they don't have time to prepare the food and cook for the whole family. So I think they often go out to eat, and eating out is much more convenient and interesting because I think eat out. Uh, when we going out to eat, we can save time. We don't have to spend more time to cook or to go to the market to choose the food, so they can save time, a lot of time. And the second one is there 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 is food available in the restaurant or in the food store, so you can go out and choose the food you enjoy or your favorite food, and you can eat in a restaurant. I think it's very interesting. In a restaurant with a little music for background, I think your evening will become not only interesting but also romantic, and you will enjoy the food with your family, with your partner, or with your lover, and you will think that you can enjoy life. Definitely, you can enjoy your life, uh, and you can have time to relax after work instead of going to the kitchen and cook the
I
meal
agree.
for the whole family.
Yeah. Sure, I agree with you, Hong. I like your ideas about eating out, and I think it's like more of a treat. I don't do it that often because I like to eat at home because I think it's cheaper and healthier, and I like to cook because cooking is fun. Um, my spouse doesn't cook that much, but just want to point something out, Hong. This is not a good statement. Women who can cook are more appealing to men. This is what we would call sexist. You don't want to. People shouldn't think like that, in my opinion. You know, men can cook just as good, and women don't. It doesn't appeal to me to think that a woman has to cook. Um, I think a man can. I do most of the cooking in my house, and that's fine. But so if a spouse doesn't want to cook, that's okay. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. What I would encourage your partner to do is to take some cooking lessons so that you can learn how to cook, and then realize how fun it is. Fun to cook, I think. Anyways, I also think it's healthier because when you cook at home, you know the ingredients. The
Yes.
ingredients are really important. When you're cooking, you know how much butter, so you know how much butter or fat that you're using. When you go out to restaurants, you don't know what they cook with. A lot could be very fatty. I have a friend who's a chef, and he cooks with a lot of fat. He puts a lot of butter and all kinds of fatty stuff in the food. It tastes great, but it's and you might think it's healthy, but it's really bad for you because he likes to cook with a lot of fat. What do you do? Do you cook in or do you go out more?
That's why the food in the restaurant more delicious than the food we cook at home.
Yes.
And in Vietnam, uh, the men often like the women who can cook than the women who cannot cook because the women in Vietnam have to cook all the time, not the men.
Oh, what do you think of that? Tell me your opinion of that. You like
Uh,
it?
no. I don't think it's appealing, but I think in Vietnam it's traditionally it's the tradition that the women have to cook at home.
Do you or your husband, do you cook? Or does your husband cook?
I think when I have a family, I will share the housework with my husband, and
Oh,
sometimes he can cook, and I can cook sometimes.
good.
And
Oh, so you okay.
uh,
You.
About your questions, I really like home cooked meals than eating out because I think cooking home is cheaper and healthier because we can choose the fast food and it is really safe for our health. And of course, I want to cook the meal for my family and I want to know how happy when they eat my food.
Sure. It's fun. I like cooking. Sometimes I'll be cooking and I'll have a beer while I'm cooking, and everybody's around, and you can talk and say, "How was your day?" Things like that. It's fun.
Yes.
It's a really I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite parts of the day. It's I will write that down. My favorite part of the day is cooking dinner. Let me
And
ask you real quick.
do you cook on the meal for your family?
I cook most of the time because I like the way it comes out. So
Uh,
I'm picky. So you know what that word means? Picky? I'm picky.
no, no, I don't know the meaning picky.
Okay, it means I like things my way. Does that make
Oh,
sense?
oh.
I I like to cook my way. So if somebody else was cooking, I would be looking over their shoulder going, "What's that for? What are you doing? Why are you cooking? What's that in there for?" So I'm picky. Good, good. And let me go over a couple things real quick. I want to just go back to the very beginning. All right. Do you have any questions about these words? Again, can you see the slide, the
Uh,
definitions or the sentences? You okay with the
now,
words?
now I can understand clearly on the 6 words. So
Yeah. Well,
thank you a lot about the new words tonight, today.
do you know the name? What was the name of that teacher? Do you know his name?
Mm, uh,
Remember
mm,
who it was? I can mention that to my boss because they shouldn't have done that to you. Do you remember his name?
uh, okay, I will type his name.
Oh, okay, sure. Curious because they shouldn't do that to you. Just so you know, I would have said something if I were you. I can find out for you. I heard a noise in the background. Oh, Kurt. Yeah. Sorry that happened. It should never have happened. Um, uh, when any student asks you a question, you should always answer it because we're teachers. You know, you're a teacher, so you
Yes.
know you answer questions. Good.
Mm,
Sorry,
most
I
of
will
the
find out.
teacher often explain if the student don't understand, they can type in the chat box. But when I ask him, he only talk. He doesn't do.
Yeah, that's why the chat box is there. Okay, so you got the vocabulary very well. You used both idioms correctly. You understand these idioms. You did great job with the structure, adjective, adding er, and the long adjective romantic. You understood that. We had a great conversation. I enjoyed talking to you. Let me cover your assessments. Awesome job tonight. Gotta say, I enjoyed teaching you. I hope I get to teach you again sometime. You're very, very nice, and it was a pleasure to teach you. I think your pronunciation is great. Um, some words you may not pronounce the syllable exactly right, but I think you're getting better.
Yes.
And your vocabulary was great. You understood the two words that you didn't understand now. So you did a good job there. And I think your grammar was outstanding too. Is that a chicken background I hear?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, good.
And I really appreciate when I learn with you, and I think I can learn with you the next time. And so,
Yeah,
thank you, teacher. Thank you very much.
Sure. I wonder if you could, I don't know how they do it, if you could ask Topeka to get me again. Maybe you can get me again. You might want to ask them if you can request me.
Yes.
Okay, if you want to ask them if you can have Sam as your teacher again, that's fine.
When I go to the room, can I ask? I want to teach with teacher Sam. Can I ask the?
I think you can try. I don't know if they'll be able to do it, but it's always good for you to say that you had a good experience with me to whoever schedules your lessons or your advisor, and tell them if you can be put with me. They might try to do that for you.
Oh,
Okay?
thank you, teacher.
All right. Well, you have a wonderful day. Again, today's topic was vocabulary related to cooking. We talked about two idioms. Eyes are bigger than their stomach, have no stomach for something. And then we used a comparative structure today. And then we talked about the benefits of cooking at home. So you did a great job today. This is another tip I want to give you. When you're practicing, practice in this order. Pronunciation is the most important. Grammar is the second most important. Vocabulary is the last. Because when you are learning new words, it's easy to understand definitions and memorize definitions, but it's harder to know how to say them grammatically and how to pronounce them. So if you go in this order, 1, 2, 3, you should be able to practice a little better and learn faster. But I think you're doing great. Okay?
Yes, thank you, teacher.
You have a great day. Okay? Here. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Thanks.